hopefully we are loud and clear. Helps if I turn the volume up. So yes, hopefully we are loud and clear. Always good if people can let me know that you can hear me, because we did have a bit of an issue earlier in the week. So it's Saturday, it's cold and sunny here in Oxfordshire. So yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone jump on the call. Well, call, the live. I'll give you a little while to connect. While I have a coffee. Because I need a coffee this morning. Oh, it's been a few days. It's been definitely a few days. But anyway, so nobody's there. Okay, I will start just general chat. So, yes, it's been an interesting week. My father was not well at the beginning of the week, as you may know. He also was falling rather too frequently. He had, within the space of about 2 or 3 days, he fell over 3 times. And the last time he fell, he wasn't able to get himself up again. So my brother, bless him, went down to literally scoop him up off the floor. And it transpires he has broken his ankle. That's my father, not my brother. So he is currently in hospital. And of course, because of the pandemic, I'm not able to visit him. I've got to go down later today to drop some bits off to him because he needs various bits from home. And yeah. So I had a slight change of plan of what I was going to make this morning. So we're using Back on Your Feet because it seemed appropriate. More coffee. But yes, if you can, it says chat disconnected. Why is the chat disconnected? That's okay. I don't think it is disconnected. Is anyone able to leave a comment? Because I've got 7 people viewing, and for some reason I'm not getting any chat. Let's see if I can learn more. No, not there. Live chat is enabled. Okay, so it should be possible for people to leave comments. So either you're all very reticent this morning or you can't leave comments, but it says you can. Let's see if I've got any messages. No messages from anyone. Okay, so that's fine. Well, let me see if I can leave a message on my own video. So let's see. Let's make sure the volume is down, and we will see. Chat. Oh, it's just I'm not seeing it. Okay, I don't know why I'm not seeing it, but I'm not seeing it. That's fine. I've got it on my phone. So apologies if I miss a comment. I'm just going to check to see if there's anything I can do to resolve that problem. Can I do pop-out chat? Does that... You can see each other's comments. How really odd. Oh, there we are. I can see your comments now too. Okay. That's fine. Good. Hurrah. So I can get off that. And I can now see your comments. Good. So who have we got? I've had to do it as a pop-out and I don't know why. So we've got Judith. We've got Kay. We've got Ronit59. Don't know your name, but hey, hello. Yes, Kay, it's not good. Claire's with us, Nemone's with us, Joanna's with us, Lorna's with us. At last I can see your YouTube videos. Yay! Facebook's still not fixed. Sorry about that, Lorna. Belinda is with us. Renee, Audrey. Good. Okay, I think I am now up to date with everyone's news. So, or with your chat, so I can now see what you're saying, which is kind of useful. So, as I say, we're using Back on Your Feet as Hi Nora, as our stamp set this morning, so that I can make a Get Well Soon card for my father, who has a sore foot, well, ankle. Happily, Lorna, he's broken his ankle during one of his falls, so he's in hospital. They haven't had to do surgery, which is good, because ankles often do need surgery. He is in some sort of cast. Don't ask me, I really don't know. But yeah, it's interesting days. Anyway, let me just flip everyone down and we'll have another look at what's going on. And I need to get the chat back. There we go. So yes. So I have done one bit of stamping before we start, which is this, because I want this to be dry because we're going to use blends. But I'm also going to be using one of the new blending brushes, which is gorgeous. Oh, my order has arrived. Hurrah. So that's always good. But yes, that arrived earlier in the week. That's the one that I placed at about midnight on the 4th, 5th of January. Most of the orders have arrived. Nora, I know yours has arrived at the address you use for your orders. Can't comment about anyone else's. Hello, Pam! So, yes, so this is the image we're going to be using, but I'm going to do some fussy cutting first because I want to do a mask. So I've got here, stuck to my grid paper, a piece of, it's like Post-it note, but it's sticky across the whole back. If you don't have sticky across the whole back, you can use Post-it note for this. But I just wanted to do I don't know why I'm being careful about my stamping, because it really doesn't matter. So I want to do a mask, and I want to show you. Still waiting from yours from the 5th. Nemones has arrived. Sorry you're still waiting, Audrey. Is it in the UK, I think, is the question we need to ask. So let me just get that up. But Nemones has arrived. Bee's got all her orders. Yeah, I've only got one outstanding, and it's the butterfly bouquet, which is the demonstrator pre-order for a new stamp set that is coming in the annual catalogue. But we're getting to order it soon, and it's going to be on early release with some extra products that are only available during the early release, but that starts in March for customers. So for this fussy cutting, I'm actually cutting away the outside stamp image, or the outside of the stamp image. So I'm coming inside the stamp because I don't want a halo around my stamped image. Now the leaves are going to be fun. Oops. I'm actually going to cheat. I'm going to cut the leaves off, and there's a reason why. You haven't bothered checking. Okay, Audrey. Most of them, I was on the demo call yesterday afternoon, and something like 95% of the orders are now in the UK or have already been delivered. So things are definitely moving. And I think there's only a couple of dozen starter kits that are still outstanding. Now, again, do you know, I'm going to cut off the claws because I'm not going to do a huge amount of blending with my brush, so it's going to be fine. Trust me, I'm a demo. But once I've finished this, I'll show you what I've left behind, because that's actually going to be easier probably to understand than what I'm taking, if that makes sense. So I'm only being slow on this because I'm trying to read your messages as well, so I don't want to get too distracted. Got word that 2 parcels are on their way. Excellent, Nora. Excellent, excellent. So, nearly there. I really didn't think this through, did I, with the whole claws and leaves? But it's fine. It's going to work. As I say, trust me, I'm a demonstrator. So yes, after the live finishes, I am going to phone the hospital to find out how Pa is, see what he needs from home. I know he needs his phone charger. Not that he can use his phone particularly because he is very deaf. Oh yes, happy Galentine's Day. It's Galentine's Day, everyone. Yay! But yes, he is very, very deaf, bless him. Oh, I was going to show you what I'd left, hadn't I? I've screwed it up into a little ball. Right, so what I have left behind, hopefully you can see, you will be able to if I do that. So I have cut the outside edge of the image away, and what I've got left is basically, not exclusively, but basically inside the lines. So I'm going to pop that onto my stamped image, and it is always best to make sure that your stamped image is fully dry at this point. And I'm going to take my beautiful white, never been used blending brush and use it with some old olive, and I just need a scrap of paper just to protect my grid paper, because I'm, you know, that sort of person. So, and I will extend some of the lines for the branch. So I'm just going to add a little bit, and it is the smallest amount of ink. I mean, it's hardly colouring the brush at all. And of course the first thing I do is scoop it, but it'll be fine. I will be blending it up. So start on the mask, and this is just so that there is a background, so he's not just literally hanging in thin air. I do want to just make that area there a little bit darker because we have that scoop that I stupidly allowed to happen. And that's why I've got a scoop. It's from the edge of the ink pad. I will show you what I mean in a little while. New order on the way, Judith. Excellent, already. Whoa! So yes, Judith has taken advantage of my buy one get one free offer, and has put an order in. So the details of that are on my website. If you just go to any of the blog posts for the last couple of days, they're on there. So that is what I've got. I have got these 2 little areas that I'm a little hacked off about, but it'll be fine. And then no green within the sloth, but equally no highlight around the sloth. So I'll pop that there. Don't need this anymore. As I say, little hacked off that I've got those 2 scoop marks, and the scoop marks I mean are these here, but it's fine. And I'm just going to clean that off. I've got a microfiber cloth as well, and I'll just clean that off onto there, and then that is basically clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this as a green brush, so that I know that I'm using it on greens. I'll probably just use ribbon colours, so I'll just use a piece of ribbon and tie green round there, so that I know that this is always going to be greens, so that if there is any bleed through, it's not a major issue. So just at the edge here we've got white, so I'm going to grab my black Stampin' Right marker and just draw the extension in, so that there's no obvious issue with that. So I will be doing a sentiment in due course, but I'm going to start with my leaves. So I've gone over the leaves with the Old Olive. You love our brushes. I know, they're wonderful. They're really solid. So what do I mean by solid? So this one it's a really beefy brush, whereas the ones that I got, which are cosmetic brushes, are kind of wussy. You probably can't tell the difference on camera, but they are wussy. So I'm going to just add some colour to these leaves, and because I'm doing Old Olive onto Old Olive, it's fine. That is Old Olive, isn't it? Yes, this is the dark Old Olive, and this is... I've got the wrong caps on the wrong ends. That'll be... So this is dark, so I need to swap my caps over. I thought I was using the light. It's fine, I shall swap to the light. So that's better. Wanted the light one first. So the moral of that story is make sure you put the right colour cap back on your blends. I'll come in with some light there. Actually, what I will grab is my colour remover, colour lifter. So I'm just going to add a very small amount of this. It will bleed back. Colour lifter, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Colour lifter is actually the wrong term for this, because what it does is it actually pushes the colour back. So I've got this really dark splodge because it's pushed the colour back into the card, but it has lightened it on the surface. So I'll do just the tiniest little bit of shading just by dotting. Obviously I'll only do that on the ones that are light, because the dark's already got its own shading. Just blend that in. That's that. I wonder, probably won't work, but I'll give it a go. I'm wondering if that will help push those bits back at all. Probably won't, but we'll give it a go, see what happens. Right, okay, so the Sloth, I brought out grey granite, soft suede and crumb cake blends. So I'm going to double check everything now. Light soft suede for around his eyes to begin with. I will probably come back in with the dark as well, but I just like to see the colour on, as it were. And yes, I think a bit of dark would be a good idea, but I'm not going to put a lot of the dark on. I'm just going to kind of highlight round the outside, so it's a darker edge. And then blend that in. I will bring it up in a moment so you can see that. So it's not too dark. Bit of a line there, that's fine. For his face, I'm going to start with light crumb cake. I have no idea what the colours of a sloth are, let it be said. I'm just going for it's an animal and it's likely to be brown. It's possible that they are other colours, but my sloth is going to be brown. So there. Dark crumb cake, just for some shading. So I was going to show you, and I will show you, some of the new products that arrived in my orders this week. I've had, I want to say 3 if not 4 orders this week. Anyone who has ordered a paper or ribbon share, they will be going into the post box tomorrow. They're basically packed, I just need to do the labels. So those will be going out early Monday morning in the Monday morning post. So that's his face so far. I'm going to go dark crumb cake for most of his body. And then we'll do soft suede for the trunk and for his claws. Might even go dark grey granite for his claws actually. But yes, lots and lots of goodies. What was quite nice about getting my order late was I had no idea what I'd ordered. So it was all a surprise, and I was going, ooh, I'm so pleased I ordered that. But yeah, so it was actually quite nice. It was a surprise. So I'm just going to go around the outside of this area, and then I'll fill in with the thicker end. So how is everyone today? Are you all well? Have you got things planned for Valentine's tomorrow? Are you doing Valentine's? My husband and I have got a meal planned for tomorrow. We're having the full works, starters, main courses, desserts, everything. I haven't forgotten his forehead, just saying. Right, now to get some colour in, I'm going to take the light soft suede, and by colour I mean some sort of definition. I'm just going to add, I might do some dark soft suede as well actually looking at this. So I'm going to add some shading with the light soft suede. And then I will come back in with the dark to add some more markings. Nothing planned for Valentine's yet. Well, there's still a day. Dark crumb cake, that's the one I want. Just blend that through. Now, one of the things you will find when you use the blends is that you can layer them. So you can actually get darker shades just by adding more of the same. That will dry back a bit, and then I've got my dark soft suede just to add a bit more definition because he's got these little flecks on his body. Ooh, so I've just come over a little bit lightheaded. Oh, that was bizarre. That was very bizarre. Happily, it's all right now. Valentine's, what's that? Apart from being your late husband's birthday. Aww. I did actually remember to get my husband something for Valentine's this year. He's always so good at remembering these things, and I'm always so bad. But I have remembered, and as we're off the diet, it involves food. But here's the thing, we were in our local supermarket yesterday doing our shopping. Single red rose, I kid you not, a single red rose, £5. A bunch of white roses, £3. I mean, really, seriously? Talk about making the most out of it. Right, I'm going to come in and do his forehead. I love this little character, Kay. I think he is just so cute. He looks so sad. Oh, not your husband. Oh, your father. Sorry, Audrey, I misread. I'll blame it on the fact I haven't got my glasses on and I'm doing 2 things at once. You're on holiday this week, Bea. Of course you are. At Costa del Landon, absolutely. So lots Lots of nothing and crafting, but no driving in the dark. Yay! So Belinda is a healthcare assistant. She works in an old people's home. So are you fully vaccinated now, Bea? I'm assuming you were. Have you been fully? I know you've had your first jab. My husband's had his first jab. Woohoo! So that is our sloth. As I say, I have no idea what colour a sloth is supposed to be, but this one's that colour. I'm going to do his branch in soft suede. And I'm actually not going to shade the branch because I think if I shade it too much, it's going to look as if it's part of him. Final jab on the 22nd of March. Woohoo! So, not crumb cake. I want light grey granite. So for his bandage, I'm going to go grey granite. He's a sloth. Oh, I've missed the bottom of his leg. His bandage is not going to be pristine clean. Let's just get his legs sorted out. No, I don't want that. I want dark crumb cake. Dark crumb cake and a little bit of light soft suede. Right, and a little bit of dark grey granite just to give it some shading. Now, one of the things to bear in mind when you're doing things like a white bandage is that absolutely it's unlikely to be white if it's on a sloth, but you can introduce a pale colour and it will look to the recipient lighter than it actually is. Your husband's getting his first jab this afternoon. Whoa! First time he's been into town since last year. Absolutely, Audrey. We were thinking, hubby and I were musing, something along those lines. I'm actually going to get black. So the black blends. I'm going to go light black for his claws, actually. I might come over with a bit of grey granite as well. So this is the light black. I do find that amusing. So yes, hubby and I were saying we haven't been into Oxford, where we used to go quite regularly. I used to go in there at least once a month. Haven't been in there for ages. So BK lives in London. Oh, you're in the community. Why did I think you were in a home? And I don't mean that you were in a home, but why did I think you were working in a home? Palliative. Oh. So my brother and I, because father isn't well, are phoning round the family and his friends just to let them all know where he is, because some of them ring him quite regularly. So we thought it would be a good idea to let them know where he is. Look at him, isn't he cute? So we're catching up with all sorts of people. Hello, Ozpaws, good morning. So yes, really cute little guy. Just realised I haven't done the branch there, so I'm just going to grab my light soft suede again and do that. So for those of you who have only just joined, I used a mask, so I stamped my image and then did some blending, not very well because I've got these scoop marks, but did some blending with Old Olive, and then I've now coloured with blends. And this is because my father, bless him, has broken his ankle. So I'm going to do ouch. I'm going to do hope you're back on your feet soon. And probably sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. But I'm definitely going to do the ouch. But I'm going to do the ouch on a strip of Whisper White. And I'm going to do it a few times to really get the point across that it's an ouch. So just Memento again, just the basic Memento ink. And because these are then going to be cut out, I'm not too worried if they're straight. So these are almost going to be the embellishment. Don't think I need more than 3, but I'm going to use them as an embellishment. He is very sweet, isn't he, Audrey? I love him. I don't like the fact that I'm having to use him in anger. Yes, B, he wasn't feeling well earlier in the week. I should add, B knows my father. B and I grew up together all those years ago. In fact, B's mother and my father used to go out at one point before they both married. Obviously, I say obviously. I would stress that was before they got married. But yes, so he was feeling a bit heady and a bit nauseous earlier in the week. I'm wondering if he's got a slight inner ear infection. But he was falling over, mostly falling backwards, I would say, which is, it's more unusual to fall backwards than forwards. But it would be things like, he was looking up to pull the curtains or things like that, and he'd fall backwards. So he did that 3 times, and the last time he managed to break his ankle. But my brother Andrew went and scooped him up, because Martin and I were already at a meeting that we couldn't get out of. So yeah. So I'm literally just chopping off any excess white. Like the one, I'm so pleased it looks like the one in the zoo, Lorna, because I have no concept of what a sloth looks like. So all good fun. I would say he's actually, I spoke with my father last night. Let's park the fact that he's never a really good patient. But actually, he sounded really bright and cheerful. I think he likes the fact that he's got people around him, because he lives on his own. And he lives just over an hour from my brother and about an hour and a half from me. I have to say my brother sometimes gets there a little quicker than that. I'm not saying why, of course, but he does. So I think in a funny sort of way, the fact that he has got people fussing around him is doing him some good. And the hospital that he's at is the one that he goes to regularly for. He's got a form of leukemia. Don't want that one there. And that's where he goes for his treatments. I mean, I would stress his leukemia he's had for about 20 years now. And it's, he's 90 for crying out loud. So clearly it is very well managed. And his haematologist always said that he would die with it, not of it, if you see what I mean. It does mean he's susceptible to infections. So he was one of the first to be vaccinated and has had both of his Pfizer jabs. He got both of his within the in the 3-week bit. So let me just get these off. I do find it easier to get the papers off the back of the small ones with something sharp. Sharp and pointy. Just making sure you are going away from you, not towards you when you do that. So we will go. Oh, I could cover up one of the blips, couldn't I? God, I love it. Don't think I'll be able to cover up both, but hey. So some ouches. And so this is my, what I would call my normal size mat. So 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and whatever that is in centimeters. I will have this on my website on Monday, so I'll have all the measurements and what I've used there, just so you can see that. I'll have more photos. Right, so I'm using a thick Whisper White card base, because I do actually like white on white. I think it can look quite classy. And I think for this, because it is a very simple layout, I think it adds something to have the white on white. So this is where we are at the moment. So I'll pop this, actually I won't pop it down yet. I'm going to do some stamping on the inside first. So, Miss Sloth, I'm actually going to, will I clean that? No, I'm going to do it in black again. I was thinking I might do it in a different colour, but I'm not going to. Hi, Catherine. So I'm just going to have some of him poking in down here. I'm not going to colour him for no other reason than if I do, it will bleed through the back of the card, even though it's thick. So we've got him down in the corner. Don't need that anymore. So all I need now are my sentiments. Do need that though. Now the mask I'm going to keep because they are reusable. So I'm just going to stick that on the inside of my thing. So I'm going to have ouch, ouch, ouch. Sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. I think. I don't think I'll bother with the hope you're back on your feet soon. Don't think that's necessary. And that's going on deliberately crooked. We've had this discussion before. Hello, Chris. Chris is a member of the same team that I'm in, so she has the same upline as me. Oh, thank you, Kay. Yeah, I think white on white is really classy. So yes, put your stamp onto your block crooked, and you're more likely to stamp it straight. Does that make sense? Because you're going to look at the stamp, not at the block. I do find, and I've proved this on far too many occasions, that if you put it onto your block straight, you quite often stamp crooked. I'm just going to check that it is. So it's straight on the rubber. So I'm going to try and line up the straight bit of the rubber at the bottom. Fingers crossed, everyone. Yes, it's straight. So that's that. So that is, I've got to stick my card onto my card. So let's get some seal. It's a reasonably new refill for my seal, so it's playing nicely. I do find that as you get into your seal, it tightens up, and that's when I think people have difficulty with it rolling properly. But that's a relatively speaking new refill. So Chris, just so you're aware, this is a card for my father, who, bless him, fell on Thursday evening and broke his ankle. So I'm going to go over and drop some things over to the hospital and drop this off as well. I just need to straighten out. I haven't folded the card completely straight, and I can see the stamping on the inside, so I'm just going to push it over just a little bit so it's actually further across than it needs to be. So I pushed it back on itself, and I'm going to take my bone folder and be really quite brutal with it, which will then hopefully, straighten it out. I might do it a little bit more from the front as well. But you do have to be quite brutal when you want to straighten your card out, because you've got to tell it you want it to go the other way. So that, regarding your card bases, how many sheets of cardstock out of a pack would you cut into bases? All of my thick, obviously, my thick Whisper White. I mean, you can get, obviously, if you're only cutting card bases, you get twice the number of bases as you do sheets of card. I tend to have a bit of a session cutting the mats. So I'll do maybe two. What I tend to do, let me bring this lot out. So these are my brights. They're probably the easiest to see. So what I have got here is basically this would have been the multi-packs. So let me get a multi-pack out and I will show you what I mean. So multi-pack, this is the multi-pack of brights. What I tend to do with these is I will cut the whole pack into layers. So I'll get a multi-pack for my layers on my mats, and then I'll get just the colour for my card bases and for any die cutting and things. So that doesn't quite answer your question. If I was doing a multi-pack and only a multi-pack, I'd probably use half the pack for the layers and half for bases. Does that make sense? Chris, I'm hoping the card will cheer him up. He's in very good form, to be fair. But yes, so that's what I tend to do. But I've got an industrial size guillotine, so I do these on that. It's so when I'm doing product shares and classes in the mail and things, I tend to use my industrial size guillotine. It just speeds everything up, obviously. So that is the card for my father. What I was intending to use this morning, until I realised I was going over to see him, were, let me bring them in, these. So let's have a look. So this is, do you remember Hey Chick from 2017? I'm glad that helps, Kay. So this is the Hey Chick from 2017 Celebration. I had got rid of mine, so I had to buy it again. This is available now for customers to purchase. Hey Birthday Chicks in the mini. And what is also available now to purchase are dies to go with both of them. I don't think these are going to carry over into the annual catalogue, but let's have a look and see what we get. These are literally just out of the UPS delivery, so I haven't even looked at them. So let's get that out first. Get rid of the packing. Pick up another piece of toot. So this is the Hey Chick set, and you can buy these separately. You don't have to buy them all at the same time. Oh gosh, wow! So we have got dies for each of the images. We've also got this chicken wire, a chicken hut, eggs, corn, so you can make your corn, and you've got the bit to put your corn into. There's seeds, there's a log, there's a notice board, lots and lots of wonderful dies there, so you can make a little farmyard scene out of those. So that's the Hey Chick, and I'll do what I usually do, which is that, because then I know where they are. And then the Hey Birthday Chick. Again, these are only available before the end of this catalogue. I think they're going to be available all while stocks last, but they are available now. So if you want them, now is the moment to get them. Apart from anything else, if you get them in February, you'll get celebration items, and B, if you order with me, you will get, so long as you qualify for a celebration item, you will also get buy one get one free. So what have we got? So we've got the chicken and the balloon. We've got the little chick that's hatching. We've got this chap with his cake, and we've got this one. I say chap. Are they chaps or chapesses? Anyway, this one. We've also got a fence, some garland. This is an embossing piece, so this will do little footprints. Happy birthday, a sack, a bow tie, and this little chick. So really, really cute little set. Oh no, it's so cute. Morning, Wendy. So those are available now, and as I say, if you get them now, you will get you'll be able to look at getting celebration items, which is always good, and order through me. And if you use the host code, you will get a set of the opal rounds, as well as my usual thank you gift. So you'll get opal rounds is this month's special. But you'll also get the buy one get one free, so do bear that in mind. So Wendy, this is the card we've made. This is for my father. I was going to use these guys, but I'm going down to drop some stuff off with my father, for my father, who is in hospital having broken his ankle. And I thought a card might cheer him up a bit. And we've got the sloth again on the inside. And sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. So ouch, ouch, ouch. Sometimes that's all there is to say. So that's kind of it for this morning. So thank you very much for joining me. That is the, let me bring up the other camera. So I want the little camera, because I've obviously got to do the whole, you know, isn't this a cute card bit. That might be better without the camera in the way. Sorry, I've got, don't mean to, you know, make you all dizzy, but I've just realised that that's got the other camera in it. So yes, little card for my father. So, thank you very much for, can't find my cursor, oh there it is. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a good day, all of you. I will pass my all your thoughts on to him. Thank you, Kay. I will say hello to my dad for you, B. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day doing whatever you're doing. Enjoy Galentine's Day. Today is a good day to get cards in the post to your girlfriends. To say hello to them for no other reason than to say hello to them. Even if you haven't put them in the post yet, get those cards out. And yeah, we make cards. Come on, we make cards. Let's put them in the post for people. Thank you very much indeed for joining me this morning, and I will do that whole you've got snow today, have you, Wendy? Oh well, we haven't. It's just cold. Anyway, I must go. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. I'll put up the end card, and I will see you live on Facebook Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock UK time, Thursday 3 p.m. on YouTube, and again next Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube. So bye bye for now, and I will see you again soon.